All right, welcome everybody to another episode of King Shinobi's Scene Breakdowns. And as you can see, we had a different angle here, man. I'm trying something new today, and I was thinking we could have a vote on it, man. Do we do this angle? And I'll also see after I do this episode if this angle works at all. But yeah, I think we could have a vote on that to see if I should do this angle or the straight on angle that I've been doing. But I just want to see if this is going to be an evolution or just something to test out, or is it worth keeping? So you guys let me know in the comments what you think about this angle right here. All right. But today we're going to get into a fight scene, and this is going to be our first request. This is actually from my family. My personal family requested this, man. So shout out to my cousin Marlon. Appreciate this, man. He reached out to me. He was like, "Hey, man, you should do a breakdown of Blade." Now, Blade has 3 movies, so I really had to figure out which one I wanted to break down because he didn't give me like a specific scene from a movie. So this is the one that I chose. All right. So shout out to Marlon. Shout out to you, cuz. Much love, man. This is a episode inspired by you, bro. All right. So we're gonna get into Blade 2. I'm gonna set up the scene for you real quick. This is the scene when I believe Blade gets captured, and I believe they've drained his blood at this point. I think they have them hooked up to this machine, that's draining his blood, because in the Blade movies, for some reason, they always need his blood. Like Blade's blood is like the key because he's what they call a daywalker. So he's a vampire, but he can actually, operate in the sun, like a human, so he really has no weaknesses other than that thirst, man. He just can't stop that thirst. So Blade actually takes a serum to, deter that thirst when it comes upon him. But he's almost like a perfect creature, almost, other than that insatiable thirst, man. But we're gonna get into this scene. I believe Blade's about to break out. Yeah, I believe he's about to break out and fight one of the guys that's a part of this group that was actually trained to kill him. If you guys haven't seen this movie, go see Blade 2. I can't sit here and explain too much of it. You just got to go see it. Go check out Blade 2. It's one of the best movies of all time. Shout out to Wesley Snipes. What's my man's name? Is it Luke Wilson? God, I'm sorry, brother. I'm really sorry. I know you've been in a lot of movies, but shout out to you, man, for the guy that played Novak. The guy that played Novak, bro, did a hell of a job as Novak, man. So shout out to everybody that put Blade 2 together. But without further ado, let's dive into this scene. Blade 2. Blade's about to go into a pool of blood. He's about to get re-energized, and he's about to show out a little bit. So let's dive into this thing. All right, everybody, here we go, man. Blade 2, as you see, Blade's right here. Yeah, they did stick him to that machine. You see these marks right here? They like stuck metal through his arms, and it just made him like just bleed, just ooze blood, you know what I'm saying? So now he's recovering. He needs that boost of blood again, and he's about to go straight into a pool of blood. That's like he could just over engorge himself if he wants to. So let's see how my man Blade recovers. See right there, that's the blood. I forget what's his name? Demaskinos? I believe that was his name. But he was, this vampire, and this is like, their facility, because the vampires, they have this huge, just underground world. They have, human beings, which they call familiars, that, they're pretty much pledge allegiance to the vampires. So there's this huge underground network with vampires. It goes very deep. And Blade, he finds himself in one of these places, and as you can see, this is what Demaskinos, if I'm saying that right, this is what he bathes in, pretty much. I believe there's a scene where he's actually like coming out of this, kind of bathing in blood. I think it's like a refresher for them, like an ice bath would be to us. So Blade's about to dive right into this thing. This guy you see down here, his name is Reinhardt, and he's part of that group I was telling you about. The name was the Blood Pack. The Blood Pack. So you see that's Reinhardt. That's played by Ron Perlman. Shout out to Ron Perlman. Reinhardt has Blade's signature blades, so he has his swords. I wanted to point out there, they were also breeding. So you see all these embryos here in these tubes. They're also breeding as well down there. So they had a whole breeding facility down there, man. Now, Blade and Reinhardt, they've had this beef with each other since they met. And at this point of the scene, you know, that finally comes to a head. So, you know, they really get to get out the frustrations on one another that they've always wanted to get out. Looks like those guys have batons. Yep, batons. Electric batons. As you can see, the vampires, they got dough too. Like, they got the latest technology, the latest everything, you know. So they're also wealthy as well. They got, you know, they got guards. Look at them, you know. It's organized. They're very organized. Just the brutality of that. The brutality of that, man. But that's what you would need, man. You gotta have that mentality, man. You gotta be able to go to the other side, man. Now, I'm not sure right off the bat what styles that Wesley Snipes has trained in. I don't know if it was Shotokan, maybe. Don't quote me on that. But I'm looking at his movements, and they don't look very familiar, you know, to me, because I've done more like boxing and Muay Thai and stuff like that. But I would really like to know what style or styles, because I'm pretty sure he's done many styles. I'd like to know what styles Wesley Snipes has done, because I'm trying to like point out some of these techniques and kicks, but you know, some of it is stuff that, you know, I don't really train much, but I'm just very interested in what he's using, you know. Okay, so he comes out with a, looks like a side kick. Oh no. He actually kind of kicked the foot up into the abdomen. I love those knees. Hold up. Right there, boom. So what does he give him, a chop there? Boom. So he catches the arm here. Gives him a nice chop. Bah! Nice knee. So as you see how he grabs him? He gets that grip on him and pulls him in for that knee. Then he goes into a disarm right into the kick. So it's looking like it's a nice, whatever style he's using, it's a nice mixture of like throws, locks. I really like the locks, man. I really like the hard locks and hard strikes, man. It was like a nice little hammer fist right there. So he breaks this lock here. Well, he breaks this hold. You see how he thrusts back? He actually kind of like thrusts his butt back to create that space. So he creates space. He creates space and then he steps behind him. So he creates space and then he uses that footwork to get him right here in this position. I like that he strikes him twice. He strikes him on the way down, and then when he hits the ground, he hits him again. Oh, did you see what he did, bro? He exploded the helmet and his head. Watch this back kick, bro. This is like a straight up donkey kick, bro. Boom! Oh, I'm gonna see if I can pause that. This is not for the faint of heart. You see that right there? He totally cracked, like the helmet didn't stop the kick at all. He just went straight through it. And you see how that blood is splattering right there? Jeez. Boom! I like that too. They grab by the neck. Look at that. Hands are opened up. Oh. Oh, bro, man, I love that shit, bro. I love that shit right there, bro. We gotta get that back. We gotta go back to when he gets his hand on it. So, what? Just kind of feel the flow of the transition once he gets that baton in his hand, man. And he's really using, those short movements. Kind of reminds you of like Kali. I love it, man. I love it. As you can see, the way he's fighting, it's pure brutality. He's breaking, he's slamming, he's, bashing, he's kicking. He ain't out here playing with them, man, at all. He ain't out here playing with them. But I want to go back just a little bit, and I want you to feel that build up to when once that baton gets into his hands, everything switches up, and that flow, you can feel that flow. You know what I'm saying? You're with him. You're with him as he's wielding that thing, Wow. Yep. You just feel it. You feel it. Once you see that first bit of electricity, woo! You see that? That one he hit up, boom. Beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Let's see if we can count that little combo he just did on that one dude. Look at that. That effect is pretty dope. That's pretty dope. He goes one. Oh, hit him in the head. He went one to the body, then one to the face. Oh, let's run that back. Let's watch that whole sequence right through. I like how he winds up for that kick and kicks that dude across. And you see how he's using his hands too? He's actually using the hands with it. He's not just out there just swinging that baton. He's actually, his hand is assisting him, you know? I like that added detail right there, man. Fuck. That dude got fucked, bro. Ooh! Look at that. Look at that right there, bro. That's like that's like Static Shock, the Shocker, fucking Lightning Blade. Anything you could think of is right in that dude's face, man. That is a perfect shot right there, bro. That's perfect right there, man. Damn, I love that. I love that. Oh! And that knee he gave him, he really followed through with that one. He really followed through with that one. Look at that. I like that. I like that. That's an elbow knee combo. Boom! Oh, I love that he ended it like that, man. Damn, I want to run that back real quick. Damn, that shit got me excited, man. Damn. Let's watch that through. Let's watch that all the way through. We're gonna watch it through together this time. Damn, man. Let's get ready. Boom. Got him. Oh. Got him. I love the sound of that thing too. Whew. Okay. Oh. Boom.
Well, like my daddy said right before he killed my mom, want anything done right, you gotta do it yourself.
Sad song right there.
He also said,
Nah, bruh.
can you blush
uh, damn, bruh. Uh, now, when Reinhardt first met Blade, he was fucking with him, bruh, and he asked Blade, could he blush? Because, of course, Blade's skin, can he blush? So he was on some racist bullshit is what he was on. But I love that he said that right before the end, man. Because sometimes they have, like, corny clips before they take the villain out, man. But I really like that one, man. Can you blush? I love that, man. Blade had a good bit of little comedic moments in it too, bro. So it's not just action or serious, man. It has some funny moments as well too.
Hey, kid.
Of course, your boy gotta have his shades. He gots to have his shades. They give him a power up. They give him like plus 50 durability, bro. Yo, I always thought that gun was dope. That pistol. Because Reinhardt was actually using those pistols, man, and they had like little blades at the bottom of them. I always thought those were dope ass pistols, bro. If anybody knows what those pistols are called, let me know, man. But yeah, now Whistler is Blade's mentor. Now he's destroying all these embryos they were about to manufacture or create or whatever you want to call it, so that next age of vampires doesn't exist, so knocking them out at the source. All right, baby, there we have it. Blade 2. Had a lot of fun with that, man. A lot of fun with that. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me for another episode of King Shinobi's Scene Breakdowns. Once again, shout out to my cuz. Shout out to Marlon for requesting Blade. Now you make me want to review a couple other Blade scenes, man. So we're gonna have some other Blade scenes coming in the future. But shout out to Marlon. Shout out to everybody that's been watching, man. I appreciate y'all. Remember to check out the Shinobi podcast as well. It's located on the Shinobi Entertainment Network. Shinobi Entertainment Network, baby. So we're going to have scene breakdowns. We're going to have lyric breakdowns. And we're also going to have the Shinobi podcast. So it's always going to be the home of the Shinobi podcast. So let's get these subscribers up. Let's get this thing up to 1,000. And let's just go beyond that, man. Let's keep creating this community and just growing together. I appreciate all you guys that are growing with me, man. And I'm going to continue pumping this out, man. So remember, if you have any recommendations, any requests, hit me up in the comments below, man. And we'll see what we can do about it, man. We'll get to them. As you can see, I'll get to them. So shout out once again, Cuzzo. Appreciate you. This is an episode inspired by you once again. So I appreciate y'all out there, man. You guys are keeping me going and keeping me fueled. Shout out to Blade 2. Remember, if you haven't checked out Blade 2, check out Blade 2, but check out 1, 2, and 3. Check out all the Blade movies, man. Straight up classics, and you're missing out if you haven't seen them. So, and remember, Blade started all this, Marvel universe and all that. Blade started all that, man. All the real OGs know that Blade started all that. But so shout out to Blade, man. Shout out to Wesley Snipes, man. You inspired a brother, a young martial artist, a guy that just loved martial arts. You inspired me, man. I used to be in my living room watching Blade, doing the moves, doing the choreography. It was real inspiring to see a brother up there kicking ass. He had an attitude like, yo, ain't nobody better than me. You know what I'm saying? He'll go toe to toe with anybody, so good brother. And he was good at heart, man. He was good at heart to his core. So yeah, shout out to Wesley Snipes, man. But much love, everybody. This is King Shinobi. I'm signing out, man. Peace.